Thank you, Madam President. I rise for a point of personal privilege. Comments?
Please do.
Madam President, members, yesterday I had the opportunity to attend an action in my district, in Legislative District 30, which is where Grand Canyon University is located. And, you know, unfortunately, we have seen the rise of rent. We've seen the rise of housing go up. And what we're seeing right now is Grand Canyon University displacing community members from their homes, specifically from mobile homes. Residents of Grand Canyon University own mobile home park. They defied the high temperatures yesterday of 115 and marched all the way to the university for just compensation for the university trying to displace them. They're asking for fair compensation after getting their eviction notices. And frankly, members' failure to address the historic affordable housing crisis and corporate greed will continue to inflict harm on our most vulnerable community members. I marched alongside of seniors who have been living in that mobile home for over 26 years. I marched alongside of family members, 2 kids. They were like in red and thirsty, but they're thirsty for their own, for keeping their home too. And you know, mobile homes in the community are not easy to move. It is costly, and not to mention, some of these mobile homes are outdated and making it even more difficult to transport these homes. So mobile homes have been a refuge. They've been a refuge in the face of astronomical rent prices. And Grand Canyon University is displacing families to make a profit off the upside down housing market, and that is wrong. Members living in mobile homes are elderly populations that are no longer working, and they're receiving what they can from their Social Security benefits. And additionally, with the current housing market, this has been a way for these folks to maintain their homes without being impacted immensely with an increase in prices. Higher education institutions should uplift the community that uplift and surrounds them. A mother shared that the university has in their mission for the community. It's like, how are they for the community if they're displacing them? How are their children going to go to Grand Canyon University if the university has recommended that they move all the way to the West Valley, to Tonopah? And there's nothing wrong. We know that the West Valley is growing, but this is their home. They are being displaced, Madam President, members. And we know that it seems like the university won't back down, and they're choosing people over even greater, they're not choosing people over greater profits. They have made up their mind, and the suffering of people is not their agenda. It is not. But it is our job as legislators, as the state legislature, to address the housing crisis, looking corporate greed in the face and say that our people matter to us, the people that they elected to represent them. We're going to continue fighting for people. We have to continue fighting for people here and all of those suffering from displacements in Arizona. As we're getting closer to these budget negotiations, housing has to be a top priority. Tenant rights has to be a top priority, members. And let's call out the corporate greed, and let's make sure that people are not displaced. I hope that you can join me on this call to Grand Canyon University, because it's not just happening in my district, it's happening everywhere. It's happening everywhere in the state of Arizona. These people are being displaced, and it's a crisis. Thank you, Madam President.